This video explains the highlights of the Isar-Plan, a project for the restoration of a section of the river Isar in Munich. The gates that you are standing at contain pictures and images of the project and can be viewed alongside this video. Gate 3. New life for the Isar. With the establishment of the Isar-Plan team in 1995, the decision to restore the river was formalized. The trigger for this step was the realization that the current requirements for flood protection were not being met in the south of the city. In many dike sections, the difference between the water level during a design flood and the so-called freeboard was just half a meter. This was too little to reliably protect the city in the face of rising precipitation and climate change. Therefore, a new concept had to be developed. As it turned out, improving flood protection could only be implemented with major changes to the river. Therefore, the team formulated a plan for further improvement of ecological and recreational value of the river. As a result, a large project was conceived with a total volume of approximately 35 million euro, of which 55% was financed by the Free State of Bavaria and 45% by the city of Munich. The new flood protection was put through a test on the 24th of August 2005. On this day, about 1,050 cubic meters per second of water passed through the city without significant flooding or damage. Thus, in spite of dismantling the massive bank protection, the newly restored Isar could handle a statistical flood of the century. The costs have therefore been paid off by much higher benefits. To ensure a greater flood safety, the main channel and the riverbed were widened and the dike height and width were increased. Retaining walls were built into the dike core. For the second objective, to secure a higher quality for leisure, the stony, steep and inaccessible slopes had to be flattened and converted to natural gravel banks that allowed easier access to the river. Equally successful was the third goal of ecological modeling and restoration of the Isar.